Hello. So, I'm gonna start a series, and it's gonna be about murder cases because I like researching them. So, yeah, we starting this off with Skylar Richardson. She is the cheerleader that buried her baby. Also, just a warning, I'm very sensitive about stuff like this, so chances are I'm probably gonna cry during this video, but I'm okay. And nothing's happened to me like that, obviously. But anyway, so Skylar was a senior in high school. Pretty sure she was a senior. She had an eating disorder. I believe it was binge eating disorder and anorexia. So anyway, she had the eating disorder. And she got pregnant. But she only gained 10 pounds, so she didn't know. But, so anyway, she got pregnant. And she didn't find out till she was about 36 weeks pregnant. So it was too late for her to get an abortion. And she made it known that she didn't want the baby. And yeah. So the baby is born in her bathtub with no one knowing somehow, even though her brother was in the next room. And I'm just like, what? He didn't hear her giving birth? Like, what? But yeah. Sorry, I was thirsty. So he apparently didn't hear her giving birth, but I'm just thinking that's some bull crap. So, Skylar gives birth to the baby. She says the baby's stillborn, but it's kinda on it if it actually was. But the baby could be stillborn. And she buried the baby in her backyard. They found out a few weeks later because the girl's OB/GYN reports it to the cops because she knew the baby just disappeared somehow. Because she went back to the doctor and it was like, she was like, oh well. She was like, it's not an issue anymore. So, the doctor knew something happened. And so, she has the baby. The police come and question her 3 weeks later. And a detective looks for the body. They find the baby. And it showed evidence of her burning it. And the detective supposedly tricked her into saying that she tried to cremate the baby. So, they began to suspect that she could have burned the baby to death. But a second detective goes and looks at the baby, and he said that there's no evidence of the baby being burned. Excuse me, part 2. Or mistreated. So, they research the baby, and they make sure of it. So, at this point, Skylar is getting arrested. And she, I believe, had 6 months second-degree murder and child endangerment, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, I don't remember the charges because it made me mad. And so she gets off with her parents bailing her out for $500K. With $500K, not for $500K. So she gets out of jail that time, and then she gets another charge. And this one is like the worst murder charge. Like, it's automatically life in prison. But life in prison isn't even technically life, but you get what I'm saying. So, it's life in prison. So, she has an option to plead guilty and go to prison for a certain number of years. Or to keep fighting him. She decides to keep fighting it. Says that she's not going to plead guilty for something she didn't do. But here's the issue. There's no way that she didn't do it. Or in my opinion, at least. There is an eyelash on me. Make a wish. But anyway. So, in my opinion, there is no way she's not guilty. But she says she's not. So, she gets out of jail. And they go back to court. Oh, whoops. She gets out of jail and they go back to court. And this one, she's not guilty, and I think she also pled insanity. Part 3 of I'm not 100% certain. I'm gonna be real. I didn't go back to look over the cases. I know a lot about the case, I just don't know right now, if you know what I mean. I'm just tired, but I can make a part 2 if anyone views this and y'all get confused. So anyway, so that happened, and like America's rampaging about it because everyone's mad about it and people are protesting it. So yeah, and everyone knows the issue because everyone thinks she murdered the kid. Or I'm pretty sure. Dang, I researched a case yesterday, and I'm 90% sure I'm talking about that case when I say people were protesting. But I'm gonna make a different video on that case. That case is about a girl named Kaylee, who her mom murdered her. But anyway, so back to the story. So she had the option to plead guilty and get 8 years. But she decides not to because she says she's not gonna do something, plead for something she didn't do. But here's where my issue is. If you didn't do it, why'd you hide it? Like, you hid the fact that you were pregnant. You hid the fact that you buried the baby. Not to even mention, you have an eating disorder that put your baby's life in danger in the first place, and you didn't even realize you were pregnant, and your mom is encouraging your eating disorder. So like, I'm just like, what? This is some weird stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I think that she should have got arrested and stayed in jail. But she is now working at a law firm. She's working in a law firm and she cannot go to her dream school because she has a criminal record. Her dream school was University of Cincinnati. And yeah, she has a criminal record, so she can't go there. Her dream is to become a lawyer, she says. Which, that's cool and all. But can you be a lawyer with a criminal record? It's what I want to know. I feel like probably not. But anyway, you guys, bye. Bye. I love you guys.